So yeah, if you haven't guessed already, this is the brooder down at the yard. Made a couple of changes to it. I've put the new drinker in, so this is linked up to the main drinker, which does the other enclosures, and it seems to be working okay. Obviously we only put it in yesterday, and we come down here this morning, and you can see that they've made an area which is a bit wet, so I'm going to have to look at that, because obviously I don't want the chicks to get wet at all, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do to try to change that. It doesn't appear to be leaking, it just appears to be the way they're drinking out of it. So what we got left in here, we have got 6 of the other chicks that we've hatched out from a previous auction lot. So we got 4 blue Orpingtons, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're the larger of the black ones, and we then got a couple of crosses there, which I believe are going to be cockerels. We've then got 28 chicks, I believe it is, and these all come from our last auction lot. So we got a cross between ones like this little guy here. If I move him away from the red light, there we go. So that's a Polish cross something. And then we got ones like this one here, which is a light Sussex. So we had really good hatch rates with these. We was quite pleased. The wife brought some on eBay as well. Some that she really liked the look of. They look so lovely, you know, I want chickens like that, as women do, or sorry, I shouldn't say it like that, as your partners occasionally do when you buy stuff like this. They think, oh yeah, they look quite nice, we'll have some of them. And she bought 8, they sent 6, and 1 hatched. So they then sent the other 2. 2.5 weeks later, which was clever of them. So she's now ordered some other eggs, and we got those in. So yeah, this is the brooder. It's all working out well so far. You see how they're all getting in there and loving the drinks. But every time they go for the drinks, I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up well enough. See, they bang it and there's like a little squirt that goes on the floor. I might have to get a tray down there, I think. A little trough. Something just to catch the water in. Either that or I change them over for cups. I didn't want to give them cups because they're so small and they can do that easier. But right, let's put them back in and leave them be. Keep watching to the end because we got ducks, or ducklings I suppose I should say, and I'll put them in at the end because I'm down at the yard now and I've got to film them, and I'll do them at the end. If you keep an eye on the Facebook page, facebook.com/annoydad, you would have seen that we went to lock them down on Saturday and that 3 had hatched and quite a few others had pipped. I believe we are now up to 9 and it's Monday morning. So yeah, I'll put those in at the end. Right, let's go around and have a look and see what else is going on in the coop today. You can see just here, I got nearly 2 trays of eggs. So they're, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 12, 30 eggs a tray, and with 5 short, so we got 55 eggs there. We're actually pulling up the eggs. You might have heard me say in last week's video or the weeks before that we've got a bit of a lice and mite issue that came in with some of them, and because of that we are treating with ivermectin. Now I have seen videos, recent videos as well, of people saying oh, the best method, morning Dave, the best method of getting rid of them is to give them dust baths, is to use DE, is to do this, that and the other. And the truth is, they've got plenty of dust baths, plenty of areas they can dust themselves. They have had plenty of DE treatment, and the ground, the coops, everything has had DE treatment. The chickens themselves have been dunked into DE, and we've done it over a period of weeks, but nothing seems to be getting rid of this infestation. So we've gone for the nuclear option, which is the option the vets do, which is to use ivermectin, which, if I remember rightly, I did read about it, if I remember rightly, it comes from a plant in Japan. So whilst it might be classed as a chemical, it's not a nasty, horrible, unnatural man-made thing. So yeah, that's not too bad. Do they seem better for it? Yes, they do. Do the ones that have plucked out the feathers seem to be not plucking out feathers? Yep. They seem to be happier, they seem to be healthier. So you can't really grumble at that. Right, these little guys in here, no longer little guys. 3 months old now, aren't you? Say yes. Yeah, so we need to start thinking pretty soon, as we've discussed in other weeks, about getting these guys out. If I take off the camera a second, let me take off the camera. So I wear it strapped to my chest, in case I hadn't worked out from my shadows of when I'm doing things. If we look in there, you okay in there, Miss Bobby? Yeah? Has you gone all broody on me? Do you want to tell the people what you're brooding? Underneath of her there are 4 quail eggs. We just basically shoved them underneath her just to see if it would do anything. And one of the kids was up here at the weekend. She actually came off the nest and walked out and had a bit of a drink, and he had a look in there, and yep, there were still 4 quail eggs that were in her nest. If we go over to this area, you can see we extended, and the chickens have basically been through. They've scratched it all up. So what we're then going to do is we're going to extend again. So they've got all of this area here now, and we're then going to push it and go over to the buildings just over there. The reasons why we're going over to the buildings is because we need somewhere now to put ducks. 9 new ducks, and we've also got the turkeys that are due to hatch tomorrow, if they do anything. I will admit I'm not holding my breath on them, but we will wait and see. So you would have seen that the brood is a little bit empty, and of larger birds. There's only the 4 larger birds left in there, and the reason why there's only the 4 larger birds left in there is because we moved 11, or was it 9? 9. We moved 9 out to here. So these ones are all, other than one, they're all crossbreeds. Well, you've got the 2 lavender bantams, which is fine, but all of these little ones, all of them other than one, are crossbreeds. So these are all come off of our flock, so they're all our hens, and we've had a few people asking about buying them. So I was like, wow, okay. Apparently we got some quite nice colours. So if I take off the camera again, and we'll just do a quick fly past on some of them, and we'll have a closer look. So if we go over this way, see that one in the corner just jumping around, that is the 15-day chick. And there it goes. But yeah, these guys are doing well. They need a bit of water. Let's go and get them some water. I haven't put these guys over to auto water yet. That is coming soon. But you can see there, they've emptied out the dust bath. But all we use for the dust bath, see down here, we originally got that because there's the quail in here as well. And the quail like a dust bath to get into. But they've now emptied that, and all it is Argos play sand. So we go down to Argos, we spend a £5 on a 20 kilo bag of play sand, and just put that in there. I hope you didn't need a wee before you started watching this video. You probably do now. Right, Let's go and see what you guys are up to. So these guys are also on the auto watering, but I need to really change this over for wooden bits, and then I can get some clamps just to hold it in. But it works out quite well. They just get their heads in there and they start pecking about, and all the water squirts out and gets them. Right. Two eggs today. Chickens who hasn't paid their rent again. There should be 4. So up top here, I got rid of most of the netting because it's really pretty pointless. It wasn't doing the job I hoped it would do, but I've left up a few bits and pieces just to be able to keep an eye on stuff. The ducks have actually started laying in there again, which is good, and we are getting eggs. The seagull does come down, it does have a look around, and then it goes. You see some of the ducks are going through a molt at the minute as well. Big Dave just been through a molt, haven't you, Dave? You going to tell everyone about your molt? Was it good? Hey? Did you enjoy it? Do you feel better now? What does Georgie think of it? Georgie, what do you think of his molt? Oh, she's still on and off with me. Right, so we're going to transfer over now to have a look at some ducklings. And thanks for watching, and until next week, bye-bye. So this is at the curfew incubator, and you can see there's quite a few eggs in there. There's a couple that have pipped and ready to go. If you look, down in this bottom left-hand corner, I'm trying to point, not the first one, but the second one. I can't zoom in because I'm using the GoPro again. You can see just at the tip of it, if you look really, really closely, you see there's a duck beak just sticking out. So yeah, that's that, and there are 2 in there, and they are hiding. Oh, there they is, right down in the far corner there. But the rest of them, we pulled them out and we stuck them into this Fium incubator, but the turner's gone in it. The turner's bust, and they've all gone down the far end. So hang on a second, I'll get you in there. You can just have a quick look. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.